Hey, folks. Today we are talking about money as usual, talking about hidden money. Hidden money. That's what we're talking about today. Let's get on with the music, and I'll see you in just a second. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to Get Rich 101. I'm your host. I'm Sekouwrites, Rights, and I got to tell you why I'm sitting like this. I'm sitting like this because this cat's right here. Oh, now the cat decides to leave. Now the cat decides to leave. Okay. All right. Here we go. Thank you, everyone, for being with me. I want to send a special shout out to New Thought Media Network for allowing me the space to grow, to grow, to grow. And thanks to everyone who's been able to help me. That's Fee King. That's Reverend Melissa. That's Mama Sekou, her new nickname, Mama Sekou, and everyone else who's helped me. And remember that I am not a financial advisor. I am not a financial advisor. Take what you can get from me and add your own to it. All right? Add your own mix. All right. So here we go. Here we go. Friday has been the day. Well, it's been interview day or day to kind of, let off what's been going on with me. And I think I'm going to let off what's been going on with me. So let's get to it. So first of all, oh yeah, the Nelson cat. Nelson the cat was right here all this time until he decided to get down. Anyway, so what I want to talk about today is trading. I've been talking about trading much more these days. I hope you've noticed. And I'm doing that on purpose so that I can build my repertoire of skills. Because I've been trying to give both to you, but I think I've got to do it for me. I've got to create a study of trading for me, and that'll get bigger. So I got this from David. David's the guy I went out and saw out in California, and he started a podcast early on in his career, and he kept reflecting it back to me. I still haven't uploaded that interview yet. Upload that video, that interview, because there's some great stuff in it. But anyway, he kept reflecting it back to me, and I was like, I must be doing one of the right things. One of the right things to do is to have a podcast. Because I can talk to people about what they're doing, and that's what he was doing from the beginning. Because I went back to the very beginning of David's podcast, and don't you know he's talking about cryptocurrency? Like there's nothing touching him in terms of cryptocurrency now today. There's nothing touching him. But back then, it was all about cryptocurrency. So what that tells me is that he was doing it from the beginning. And so I have a secret weapon. I have you guys. I've got a secret weapon. I guess I'll say a secret weapon that I can use to gain more information about trading and make it happen faster. So that said, I want to talk about something not related to trading, not related to trading. So this, I have to give a shout out to Fee King for doing this. She's been bugging me about getting the information about where my books was paid. So where my books have been paid to. So I've got a couple books that are available. I've got 5 or so books that are available on Amazon. But she was asking me about my most recent book, like where does the money go? And I was like, I don't know. But what I assumed was that the money was being held by Amazon.com up there in the internet somewhere, and then I had to say, "Give me my money," give me my money, right? That is not what was happening. It was not what was happening. So what was happening is that not only I thought that I hadn't sold any books. Honestly, I thought I hadn't sold any books. I sold like 2 or 3 books, not really any books, right? Don't you know? Come find out, I've got $377 in book sales. In book sales. I was like, what? Well, so where do I switch it to feed to me, right? No, they've already given me $377. They've already given me $377 in little bits, tiny little bits, and it's been feeding to my checking account. And sometimes I felt it. I felt something. I felt like a divine power or something. So what I would do is I would see a little bump in, well, what it was the money coming from the book sale. But what I thought it was some magical potion. You know what I mean? Like, I did not conceive that the money was coming through. And I know that I set this up a long time ago, just looking at the way that it's set up. I set this up a long time ago when I didn't have any place else I wanted the money to go. But now I want that money to go to Charles Schwab. I want that money to go to Charles Schwab because I used it, but I didn't even notice it. I didn't even notice the $377. And that's almost a full share of S&P 500. That's almost a full share. I mean, yeah, that's something else. So that said, I'm going to change the direction of my money so that it's going over to Charles Schwab. That's it, right? And now I got to check the other books to see how I've done with the other books. But yeah, it's incredible to me that I was like, what? I just thought it was being held up here somewhere, but no, it's been leaking, leaking down to me. So yeah, so that's interesting. That's interesting. So it's interesting to me because of the things I've said. Because if I didn't recognize it, that money could have gone someplace else. That money could have gone to Charles Schwab. That money could have gone to, what? Can you imagine what that $377 would be now? It would be more than $377. It would be more than that because of Charles Schwab and the things that it gets invested in and it stacks. I mean, shoot. I mean, I'd at least have a share of S&P 500. At least. Anyway, so that got me interested in finding out ways, finding out pockets full of money. finding pockets full of money. That's what it got me interested in. So I looked more closely at my stocks. And don't you know, I found something else interesting about the stocks. So you know that I've been trading with Webull and Think or Swim, right? So yesterday I did my thing. I saw the positive, the green numbers. Then I went and looked, and it said zero gains. I was like, zero gains. Wait, but I just got through. I just got through a positive ticker, right? No, because I forgot. I forgot about the fees that go to Webull, that go to Think or Swim. I was like, oh, so anyway, so I've renamed my strategy. Aladdin's Touch. Aladdin's Touch. Aladdin's Touch, right? I did my Aladdin's Touch, and then I did it too light. I touched it too lightly because 2 cents it goes out to Webull, right? So I was trying to get 2 cents. I was trying to get 2 cents, 2 cents, right? And not realizing that I'm either giving away money or I'm matching it, keeping it equal. So I've got to be above that. So I decided I was going to do a nickel. Do a nickel because that would be two I don't know what to call them, but two I don't know what to call them. I don't know. So just bear with me. So you got 5 points. I'm just going to call them points. 5 points. 2 of them are going to Webull, whether you win or lose. Right. So if I only bet one point or 2 points, that's it. I'm either negative or even. Right. So if I bet a nickel, I got 3 cents. 3 cents. And these 2 that are already taken up. Sorry, I had a sneeze. And I didn't sneeze, by the way. Did you know that if you hold your nose, you won't sneeze? I rediscovered that recently. Anyway, so I decided to do that today. So today I went in, I got my money, and I bet a nickel. A nickel. Aladdin's Touch. Aladdin's Touch. Very light touch. 5 cents. And I did it on Think or Swim. Yes, it and my Aladdin's Touch came back flawlessly. Right? Aladdin's Touch. Right? So I had to, but the numbers are a little deceiving. The numbers say they register green, but they don't tell you about their percentage. They don't remind you of their percentage. So I've got to bet a nickel. Aladdin's Touch, a nickel. Aladdin's Touch, a nickel. I'm gonna bet a nickel because that will eliminate the little small amount that I have to pay. Now I have to find out what the basis for Think or Swim is, because it's told you that for Webull it's 2 cents, but I got to figure out what it is for Webull. So I'm gonna not what it is for Think or Swim. What is for Think or Swim? So I'm gonna call Think or Swim today after I get off the show and find out what it is, because I need to know. But I'm hoping 5 cents covers it. 5 cents covers it. All right. Okay. Yes, $377 in book royalties. Yes. Winning, yeah, but not winning, because that money just, see, that's the way most people get paid. Just let the money come in and let it come out, and you don't keep track of it. That's why I was hopeful that the money was being held somewhere. but it's not being held somewhere. It needs to be going somewhere where it's of maximum use to me. So it needs to be going to Charles Schwab. So I'm going to set it for 100%. 100% goes over Charles Schwab, because goes over to Charles Schwab. 100%. Because I'm tell y'all, I learned my lesson. So let's see. The new goal: sell more books and keep your resident. Yeah, so definitely I need to be selling my book more, because I wasn't doing that much. And look, I got $377. So imagine if I really push the book. And we've got the book club meeting that Rev Melissa is doing for the month of May, which is the month of stroke awareness. And so I'm very excited about that. And the people who will obviously get the book to participate in the survey. So I'm looking forward to that. Let's see. And Boomer spoke about those fees. Is that what you're speaking of? I don't know. I don't know what Boomer said, honestly, but I was just talking about the fees that are associated with trading in period. Because if you go to open a Webull, you open a Webull and you put some money in there, you put $100 in there, you've got to know that Webull is not going to remind you of their 2 cents. They're not going to remind you of that. It's listed in there, but you got to find it. But you've got to remember that for every win and every loss, you owe them 2 cents. 2 cents. So you need to be paying at least a nickel, because you want to at least be equal to what they are charging. So that's those two, right? And then you want one extra, right? One extra. So 5 points. 5 points. All right. That's how you do it. And look at me. I'm just now discovering this. And so that's why what I have to say is that you've got to just try. Because the more you try, the more you'll find some place where you get messed up, but you find it out, and you keep on trying, and you keep on trying. And I'm steady trying. And so I am going to be a successful, well-paid trader. I was trying to think of the right words, but yeah, I'm going to be an excellent trader. All right. Ashe. Okay. So let's see. Yeah, Fekin, you were, because you were telling me, check and see where your money is, and I forgot, and not only did I forget, but I had it wrong. You need to know where your money is going. Anyone who's listening to this, you need to know where your money is going. Especially if you're a freelancer like me, you need to know where the money is going, and make sure that it's going into a space where it will. Oh, I just thought of something. I could automate it. I could automate 10%. Nah, I'm gonna put the whole amount. In. Anyway, so that's what I got to say today, and I think that's it. But I'm very excited today because I did my Aladdin's touch this morning. I did it at 9:30, and I was done by the time I came on here at 9:45. I was a little bit late coming on here, but that's it. I got my Aladdin's Touch in, and that's so much more fulfilling that it's my pattern, it's my thing, that it's mine, that I created it, because I can't find it elsewhere. I can't find it someone else talk about. So I'm going to keep on talking about the Aladdin's Touch, and that's what I'm going to keep working. And isn't that great that I've got my own touch now? I've got my own thing. So that's a great thing. That's a great thing. So I'm going to keep on doing that until I find out something better. Because there is a strategy I would like to employ, but it's supposedly, it doesn't happen every day, and so I have to look for it occasionally. But it's about the ticker going straight up. That means the money is going straight up, right? So yeah, I'll check on that later. And yeah, so I think that's all. I just wanted to talk about this. Wait a minute. Let me get the photo for it. I wanted to talk about this. Hold on. I didn't have this set up yet. So freeze. Press share and share screen, add to stage. Okay, so this is the Hack Your Pain Now that I did for Center for Spiritual Living, Rockland County edition. This was last Wednesday, and it was good. It was good. I feel like I have to do this ongoing. I have to do this. I have to do some kind of something with the book once a month, because so many things occurred to me while I was speaking. Mind you, while I was speaking, like, not like I thought about it before and I knew what to say, but the ideas were coming to me as I was speaking them and reflecting off people. So yeah, that was good. So yeah, check it out. Please check it out. Please buy your book. And yeah. And let's see, there was another one. Oh, wait a minute. Oh yeah. So yeah. That's what I wanted to show you. And that was a great event. And so yeah, I think that's it. Short Friday. My point is, act before you're ready. Now is never is. Wait a minute. Let me put that up. I can put that up. Here we go. Now is better than perfect. So in terms of trying to do stock sales, to do stock trading, you got to start. You got to start any way you can, and be prepared though. Be prepared that you're going to wipe out. Like I've been likening it to surfing. You're going to wipe out. You're not going to come out there your first time skiing and expect to be 100%, to be out there glide on the waves. No, it's going to take you time. So be prepared for the issues. But remember that they're just only issues while you learn it. while you learn it, and that gets better and better and better and better. And then you make it up your own thing. You make it up your own thing. I'm so excited about that. Merlin's touch. Merlin's touch. All right. Okay, folks. I think that's it for me today. I am going to meet the weekend, and I will see you later. I will have something to report back to you in terms of how much it costs to trade on Thinkorswim. Yeah, I think that's it. And how it's going with the magic touch. All right. I'll see you later. Remember that now is better than perfect. All right, folks. I'll see you later.